Did you know that pets such as dogs and cats can transmit diseases to humans? This is called zoonosis, and we're going to talk about the most common zoonotic disease, leptospirosis. Hello and welcome. My name is Tereza and I'm one of the directors here at Warren House Vets. And in today's video we're going to be talking about leptospirosis. It might sound a bit boring at first, but unfortunately some cases have to be reported to health authorities, so we better know a bit more about this one. Leptospira looks like a little twirly worm, but it is in fact a bacteria. Bacteria sharing this twisty shape are called spirochetes, and apart from leptospirosis, pathogens causing Lyme disease and also syphilis belongs to the spirochete family. Leptospirosis was first discovered by Adolf Weil in 1886, which is why it's also known as Weil disease. He noticed typical symptoms in humans such as jaundice, kidney failure and bleeding. Similar symptoms are leading signs in dogs, appearing approximately 1 week after infection. Leptospirosis is the most common zoonosis, which means it can be transmitted from pets to humans. Human cases have to be reported and must be included in the health authorities report. In the UK, we register approximately 100 cases a year in humans. Cases of pet leptospirosis are unfortunately unknown. We have found that in New York City they reported 20 cases a year approximately. One study even suggested that just about 8% of dogs shed leptospira without any symptoms, which means that they are infected, they don't suffer from any symptoms of the disease, but they can spread the disease around. Overall, leptospirosis is considered rare, and thank God for that, because the mortality in unvaccinated pets is quite high. Once lungs are affected, the likelihood of the animal surviving is down to 20%. Fatal infections in humans are very rare, although World Health Organization estimates just under 60,000 deaths of leptospirosis a year worldwide, with anticipated 1 million people being infected. So how do animals get infected? Well, leptospiras are in the environment, mainly ponds and water reservoirs. The usual carrier of leptospirosis are rats, but any infected animal will excrete leptospiras in their urine, and our pets become infected after contact with the infected urine. The bacteria enter through mucous membranes, such as in the mouth, or through abrasions or cuts on the skin. Humans can get leptospirosis from their pets, but the most common transmission is from outer environment, such as when they're swimming in water reservoirs. How quickly do dogs show signs of leptospirosis? Dogs usually get sick 1 to 2 weeks after exposure. Illness can last days or weeks and may include fever, chills, vomiting, muscle aches or diarrhea. Dogs over 1 year of age have increased likelihood of infection, which further increases in geriatric patients over 8 years of age. This might be explained by the lower uptake of vaccines registered in older dogs, potentially leading to increased risk of contracting leptospirosis. Symptoms are not very specific, and similarly blood tests tend to just demonstrate elevated liver enzymes or deranged kidney function, which just reflects the reduced function of the affected organs. Chest radiographs show some abnormalities in up to 70% of cases, but even these are not specific to leptospirosis and can be associated with a range of other issues. Standard test to diagnose leptospirosis is serological check of antibodies against the most common serovars. Leptospira has many strains, however, so if the disease is caused by one of the less frequent strains, it will be falsely negative. Leptospirosis is responsive to antibiotics, and complete recovery is possible, but some dogs that survive may be left with chronic kidney or liver disease. Some dogs may not survive if the infection has caused significant organ damage or severely affected the ability of blood to form clots. Leptospirosis is mostly preventable by vaccination. Lepto 2 or Lepto 4 are vaccination manufactured by various companies to protect dogs against leptospirosis. Lepto 2 covers for the 2 main strains responsible for majority of cases. Lepto 4, on the other hand, protects against 2 additional strains, but since it has twice higher rate of complications, including serious anaphylaxis, it is by some vets deemed safer to vaccinate just against the 2 main strains. At the start of the course, your pet will need 2 doses, 2 to 4 weeks apart, and then annual booster to maintain the immunity. In summary, leptospirosis can be fatal, although very rarely. It can be transmitted from pet to humans and can be mostly prevented by a simple vaccination.